Right, 26 after 8 now. The Australian horror show Dracula's The Resurrection Tour has finally arrived on New Zealand shores. The show, which originally opened in a Melbourne warehouse in 1980, has been running for 43 years. It's a mix of live rock music, sultry burlesque, aerial acrobatics, insane costumes and razor-edged comedy. Our reporter Daz Martin is all of those things and so much more, and he's been hanging out with the cast this morning. Daz, good morning.
Good morning, Ryan. Yes, I am here on the stage at the Civic where the cast of Dracula's are going to welcome their first ever international audience. And Clara Fable, who plays Viper, is here with me. She is the show's lead. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Now tell me, how does it feel to be here with your first international audience?
So very excited to be here in New Zealand. We're finally bringing Dracula's.
Yeah, it's great. And obviously you can't give too much away, but what can audiences expect from the show?
Without giving too much away, Dracula's is one big party.
That's great. And is there any particular highlights for you as a performer?
Ooh, playing Viper is quite amazing. I would say rolling around in a giant mechanical hand has to be a pretty big highlight.
Wow, that's fascinating. We also have Luke here, who's the show's CEO, and he tells me that this is actually a family business.
Yeah, it sure is. It runs in the blood. Dracula's is third-generation family business. We've been operating since 1980, and the family's been going since the 60s. And yeah, my grandparents started it way back in the olden days, and entertaining audiences. And so we've kind of evolved it over the years, and now we're here doing this crazy thing in this beautiful venue.
That's fantastic. And it's not just Aucklanders who are going to get to see the show, is that right?
That's right, yeah, we're very excited. We get to take Dracula's all over the country, so we're starting here in the Civic in Auckland, all the way down to Invercargill and Dunedin, probably the first time they've ever seen something like this down there, and then we make our way back up to Christchurch and Wellington, and yeah, the response has been insane. We've had to add extra shows, and many of them are already sold out, so we're very excited to get all the way around the country and give everyone a good night out.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And now we do say it is a family business, but it's not a family show, is that correct?
No, definitely not. Leave the kids at home. Or we have this cage we could put them in if you do bring them, but just leave them at home.
That's fantastic. Well, there you go. That's the cast of Dracula's here, opening tonight at Auckland Civic Theatre. Tickets are selling out, so do get in quick if you want to come along.
Thank you, Daz. Daz, is it quite risque? How risque is the show? Is it R18?
Well, we'll ask these guys. They've said it's quite risque. How risque?
Without giving too much away,
this was a modest outfit.
This was the most modest outfit I could choose for TV, for morning TV.
I've also heard that there's potentially items of anatomy that may feature at some point.
Oh.
Right. Definitely not one for the kids.
No.
R18
No. And then you immediately start wondering which bits, don't you?
Do you? 29 after 8. If you want to head along to Dracula's The Resurrection Tour, we have the last 4 tickets to Auckland's sold-out Saturday night show.
Oh my goodness, you get to see Anatomy Plus.
And 2 double passes for every other region. So email us now why you need to be in the crowd.
Other than being a little creepy.
Competition at amshow.co.nz. Let us know. It's 8:30.